Okay friends, today we're going to be making swirls on our paper and practicing our warm and cool colors together. Before we paint, I would like you to take your hand and I'd like you to practice painting with your hand. Now don't actually get paint on your brush. And I want you to practice swirls. Now swirl is a C that curls in on itself. Notice how the toes of my brush are still together like a ballerina's toes. I don't have any crazy hair days. And when your hair is crazy, that means you either need more water or you need to push gentler. Now, in order for this paper to work, it's a very light quality paper. You have to make sure you don't get too much water on it. It's not like paper we're used to in here. We're going to be using some watercolors, and you really don't need a lot of water to make them work. Just a little bit wakes them up. You need to pick a team, either warm color team or cool color team, and a lot of times they're separated on your color palette. So my warms again are my red, orange, and yellows, and my cools are my blue, my greens, blues, and purples. So you're going to first add a little water to your brush. I'm going to pick Team Cold, and I'm just going to pick one of my colors, and I'm going to make some swirls across my paper. Now, the longer I keep my brush in that paint, the darker it's going to look. You can do different size swirls, but the key thing with a swirl is you're going to have to use your ballerina toes. So I'm pushing gentle. Alright, I want to get another cold color, so I need to make sure I clean my brush first. So now I'm going to get a little blue. And I'm going to know if you're cleaning your brush or not, because if your paints are really messy, that means you didn't really do a good job cleaning. Some of your swirls can overlap each other. If you really feel confident, you can make smaller ones. So again, the key thing, holding it by the gripper and using those ballerina toes. Alright, now I want to go in and I want to clean my brush because I have one more cool color, my purple. I want to make sure I'm not getting those warms because I picked Team Cold. If you pick Team Warm, then you wouldn't want to get the cold. So I'm just going in, and notice I'm not painting the paper, the whole paper. I'm just adding some swirls in the background. And the reason why, again, is this paper, friends, is not meant to have a whole ton of paint on it. So gentle, gentle, gentle. With that brush overlap, you can go back and forth with colors. The key thing I'm looking for today, are you making nice swirls by pushing lightly on your brush? Are you sticking with either the warm or cold colors to show me that you know the difference between warm and colds? And are you filling up the space? I don't really have, maybe in this one spot I could do another swirl. I don't really have a whole ton of space left, so I did a pretty good job of filling my paper with swirls. Next week we're going to add our polar bears to this paper.